All right, traders, you're welcome back to my video. All right, so quickly, I want to explain this setup for you. Okay, so I actually caught this setup this morning. All right, so I caught this setup this morning, but I actually want to explain how I got into this trade. Okay, so everything is about I trade supply and demand, right? I trade supply and demand. So okay, I look at 15-minute time frame. So this morning when I woke up, I see that price was actually reversing. Okay, price was reversing. So since price is reversing, I actually noticed that. So let me just start from here. Okay, so this is 15 minutes. So I see that price actually broke the last lower highs. Okay, so this is a lower high. So it simply means that price has made a market shift at this zone. So price actually moved towards the previous supply zone. All right. So this is the supply zone. Since we have this supply zone, um, so the next thing is that I simply move down to 5 minutes. All right, I move down to 5 minutes because um, what I'm actually trading right now is that I want to trade this movement. Okay, although price has shifted from bearish, okay, from bearish to bullish. Yeah, price has shifted from that trend. But right now, I actually want to take advantage of this reversal before price shift to the upside. All right. So what I did right now is that I mark out my break of structure during 5 minutes. All right. So after I have this market shift, price reverse a little bit and create this break of structure. So price continue in this trend. Okay. Price continue in this trend and move all the way up here. So when price breaks structure here, so let me zoom this screen. So this is where we are right now. All right. So I see that price break is structure here. So it simply means that price created higher high, price reversed a little bit, creating higher low. Then price could not push up because if price wants to continue this buying pressure, price will just simply broke this level. But price didn't react that way. So what price simply did is that price created higher high, higher low. This new higher high failed and broke this low. All right. So this is where I have my market shift. So it means that in this during an uptrend, price has moved from uptrend to downtrend. So what actually confirms that this price has moved from uptrend to downtrend is that I see that price has already created a double top right here, right? So price created a double top. So when price did that, I expect price to come and we test this zone, okay, because this is the beginning of the zone. Okay, this is the beginning of the zone that break the previous higher low. All right, so when price break this higher low, you can see that price find its way back to this supply zone. So immediately I see that price reacted that way. Okay, so I just took advantage of this movement. All right. So and I don't want to be too realistic with price as well. I don't want to be too realistic. So and the reason why I set my target here is that if you look at, okay, being that I've been studying gold for a while now, I've been studying gold for a while now. So if I use my Fibonacci tool, so if I use my Fibonacci tool like this, okay, so you can see that you can see the Fibonacci tool. So Fibonacci tool is actually showing us that price will reverse all the way here. Okay, so because this is the, let me just say, the premium zone and this is the discount zone, something like that, right? But with this view of price right there with this Fibonacci tool, so I'm simply actually expecting price to make a reversal at this level here. Okay, at this level here, I don't know, price may keep coming down, here or come down here, I don't know yet. But one thing is that I'm going to look out for my confirmation before I take the buy trade. But currently I am on a sell trade. Okay, I'm on a sell trade and I believe that this trade is going to run to my TP. I just believe that, okay, because I'm working with a refined setup. All right, I'm working with a refined setup. So right now, I can say that you know currently I'm up about $12. Okay, range of $10 to $12 right now. But let us just hope for the best. Okay, so this trade is going to run through New York session in the afternoon. Trade will run through the New York session. And another thing that I remember right now that makes me to have confidence in this trade is that, let me show you. Okay, when price broke this higher low, okay, price created lower low, lower highs. Now you can see that price actually make a break of structure here. Okay, price make a break of structure here, and that is the confirmation that I needed. Okay, that's the confirmation that I needed. Because if price doesn't break this low, okay, if price doesn't break this low, then the tendency is that price will just move to the upside aggressively, and I'm going to run at loss. So you can see what price is actually doing now, that price actually respect this zone. All right, so this zone is this supply zone. This is where price reverse a little bit. Okay, can you see that? So price actually make a reversal there and retest this zone. Okay, so what we are going to expect right now is that this current selling pressure will break this low. All right, so we are going to expect price to break this low. Okay, so if price break this low, then we are going to be happy that, oh, price is moving to my TP. All right, so because right now you can see that price is actually creating series of price is simply creating series of lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. Then price is going to create a new lower low right now, okay, or very soon. So let us see how this trade is going to play out. All right, I'll see you soon. All right. All right, traders, you're welcome back. So as you can see now that I'm currently running on profits. Okay, I'm running on profit right now. So really, I'm not surprised that this trade is playing out. Okay, I'm not surprised that this trade is playing out, because I can remember that this same strategy I have once used it before, and it actually played out. Yes, I've used it before and it actually played out, and you can see that just the way that I predicted the price is the way it is moving. Okay, so and another thing is that you see, when you are trading, okay, when you are trading, you don't want to lock up at lower time frame. I mean, there's so much noise during the time frame, during lower time frame rather. So I actually did my analysis on 15 minutes. Okay, I did my analysis on 15 minutes, and when you go down to 5 minutes, so when you go down to 5 minutes, you are going to see a lot of noise. As you can see that these candlesticks are so many. So if you don't understand how to navigate through the lower time frame, trading the gold specifically, really, just use 15 minutes. But right now you can see that this strategy is playing out. And in fact, I entered the trade around this zone, and that was in the morning, right? That was in the morning that I entered this trade, and the moment I entered around there, price reversed all the way up here. Now you can see that price almost gets to my stop loss, but the reason why price did not get to my stop loss is that I manage my risk. Okay, so I manage my risk. So what I did in the morning is that I knew this is where the last candlestick is. I just raised my stop loss a little bit above this supply zone. So adding been that I set my stop loss around there, the market would have taken me out already. Okay, the market would have taken me out already, but I place it here somewhere around there, and immediately price push to the upside a little bit like this. Price just keep breaking structure. Okay, you can see that this is a clear break of structure. All right, this is a clear break of structure. So right now, without so much talk, I believe that this trade is going to run to my TP, And sincerely, I'm not so sure if price will come all the way down here. Okay, let me just mark that place out. This is 5 minutes demand zone, right? So I'm not so sure price is going to come all the way down here, but I can say that this is another confirmation that price is still going to move to the downside. Okay, this is another confirmation because right now price is still breaking structure to the downside. So, and if price is breaking structure to the downside, it simply means that there is high tendency, there is high probability that price will keep pushing to the downside or below this zone. So after price break probably to this zone or somewhere somewhere around these fair value gaps. Okay, so this is where I'm going to look for my buy setup. I told you that price has already shifted from selling to buying. Okay, so price has shifted from selling to buying already, so we are supposed to be looking to buy this trade. So but before I buy this trade, I am taking the advantage of this sell trade. All right, I'm taking advantage of this sell trade. So right now, per adventure, if price get to this level here or this fair value gaps, this is where I am going to look out for my buy opportunity as well. And that is very simple. Because what I'll be expecting price to do is to either come all the way down here, okay, push up a little bit, okay, probably I don't want to predict price, okay, I don't want to predict price, but probably price will create a new higher low like this. Then this is where I can look out for my buy setup. All right, so it simply means that I'm going to be buying at a demand zone around here. Okay, so that is going to be 5 minutes demand zone. So let's not just be too realistic. Okay, let's not be too realistic. So right now we are still in profit during the sell trade. So let us see how this trade is going to play out. All right, I'll see you. Good morning, traders. So you're welcome back to my video. So right now, as you can see that I am in profit currently. In fact, so actually what happened yesterday is that, okay, so I actually targeted this this level right here. Okay, so I target this level right here yesterday, but eventually I could not hold this trade till this morning. Okay, because yesterday I just think that price will eventually come all the way up here, but I exited this trade. Okay, I exited it in profit, and the reason why I exited it in profit is that, okay, so I actually noticed something that happened yesterday. All right, so and what I noticed that happened yesterday is that it's just that I want to get out of the trade yesterday because I don't want it to run through overnight. That is the reason why I exited this trade. Okay, but eventually I made about $25 on this trade. Okay, I made $25 on this trade, and I just want to show you what I observed when that makes me to exit this trade. So this is 15 minutes time frame, right? And I discovered that there is when I see that price got to this level and price was reversing to the upside, I was like, what's going on right there? So now one thing is that I understand that price will not just be reacting anyhow. Okay, there are zones at which price will be reacting to. Okay, so when I see that price was reversing to the upside here, okay, so I just look at my left hand side and I observe that I have a demand area here. Okay, after price make this market shift, I have a demand area here, and what actually happened here is that there is a fair value gap in this zone right here. So if you look at this trade now, this is what price was reacting to yesterday. Okay, so price was reacting because immediately price came all the way down here, price was consolidating around this zone, then price was moving to the upside. So sincerely, I was fearing that price will come all the way to my entry again before it continued the selling pressure. But really, that is sincerely, I was so afraid that, oh, price is going back to my entry. So I just have to exit the trade around, I can't remember, I think around this zone. Okay, yeah, around this zone, yeah, around this zone. So this is almost 26, so this is around this zone that I exit this trade. So but since I exited this trade at this zone, I think it is actually better that I understand what price, how price reacts at this zone. Okay, and eventually you can see that price simply move all the way down to where I set it to. Okay, even if I leave it at this point, I will still take profit yesterday evening, but eventually I already exited this trade. But okay, so this is just, let me just, I document this trade actually. Okay, I document this trade actually. So let me just quickly show you, okay. So you can see that, okay, you can see that I document this trade already. Okay, starting from my entry down to my emotion before I enter the trade, emotion I felt after I entered the trade, then when I took the tipping, you can see that, okay, I said this is a win trade, 1:3 ratio. Okay, so although I targeted 47.17 level, but notice that price was reversed at 47 blah blah blah, because there was a fair value gap at 15 minutes. Okay, had I known since morning, I would have that is just the feeling, that's just the feeling. So this was yesterday evening that I was documenting this. Had I known since morning, I would have exited this trade in the afternoon. Anyways, thanks to Brad, that is my mentor, and Mr. Market for this profit. Love you. So this is a proven strategy. I believe in this strategy that I'm trading. I believe it, and I'm ready to execute effortlessly. And I believe that you also learn from this trade. So this is just a proven step to trade gold markets, and I believe that if you also follow this same strategy, I know that you are going to be profitable. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to see you very soon. All right.